Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is early Thursday evening, and this is a research edition, okay? My title, Marilyn Mosby belongs in prison, okay, and shows no remorse. For those of you who know that name, Marilyn Mosby, former Baltimore City State Attorney, okay? And back in February 6th, to be precise, she was convicted by a federal jury, okay? Mortgage fraud and other things relating to, as she claims, a period of hardship. Mind you, Marilyn Mosby served as the state's attorney for Baltimore from 2015 until 2023. She did something and then lied about it. I'm going to say lied. It's not alleged. Her husband, who she has since divorced, a limited divorce, and I'm going to break that down a little bit shortly. He has owned up to everything, and he has accepted responsibility. Marilyn Mosby, who many of you may remember from the whole Freddie Gray debacle in Baltimore, Freddie Gray died. No police were convicted, so we can't say he was killed, okay? If you know my history, I put boots to the ground with regards to certain tragedies in America. I go there, and I went to Baltimore less than 30 days after he died, okay? And you can go to my IG page. You'll see me in City Hall and what have you. I was out there by the CVS that was boarded up, yada, yada, yada. So that's where she gained prominence of sorts, okay? She was the first or the youngest state's city attorney in America, 34 years of age. And if you ask me, too young. She, well, before I kick her back in, and I'm going to kick her back in, she was on a early episode of Judge Judy. For those who go that far back. So, vanity driven, somewhat, sorta, but there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So she's been out there, on the, in the spotlight of sorts. Okay. And again, the Freddie Gray debacle in Baltimore, when she decided to, I guess maybe, shall we say, adhere to the roar of the crowd, and they were rioting and turning up in the streets. And that's when her peers in the world of politics started lining her up. Yes, she was lined up. Politics is the dirtiest game. I don't feel sorry for her. And she's on this whole PR campaign right now trying to get sympathy. We're going to talk about that because I don't like what I see. And, a person of her caliber, did I say she comes from 5 generations of law enforcement? Okay. Her father and other people and grandfather, cops. So keep that in mind. Okay. But a person of her pedigree, her caliber, yes, you should be held to a higher standard. Voted in by the people. So all this, now trying to play the victim. Oh my goodness. I watched for you guys The Breakfast Club today. I'm not a Breakfast Club watcher, folks. I'm 60 years old. No man in his 60s or even 50s should be watching The Breakfast Club. But I watched it for you guys along with other news, platforms that are covering her, again, her PR campaign, because she's going to be sentenced, if I didn't mention, on May the 23rd, okay? May the 23rd at 10:30 a.m., she will be sentenced. She's facing 40 years. I want to see her do at least 5. If she gets 10 years, I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. She's a mother of 2 daughters, and her husband, oh my goodness. Did he throw her under the bus? I don't know if I want to say he threw her under the bus, but, they've been together, college sweethearts, and again, guys, this is a research show, so I'm going to be sifting through this information. They've been together for 25 years. Her problems really kicked into high gear, not just because of the Freddie Gray debacle, but Her husband was going through tax issues, wasn't paying his taxes, wasn't filing his taxes. I think roughly $40,000 or $45,000 in taxes was owed. I'll do the research. Just give me some time. And he's lying to her. Lying to her. So if you're with someone for that long and you hold a high-ranking position, Baltimore City State's attorney, and you can't keep your personal life together, and then during the pandemic, you're taking money out of your 401k, and then you're claiming, well, you didn't do the application. Go to jail. All right, guys. My phone lines are open early, but I do want to keep this more so in tune with the research. Okay, this is a research edition. If you're new to this show, most of my shows are in the evening, and it's a different pace, but I want to comb through this late afternoon, early evening, okay? Franco's, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Star, we are smoking on that Drake pack, or is it too early? No, it's fine. So I got your donation. You're going to have to educate me with regards to Drizzy, in my showrunner, it says, is Drake now playing the victim? I'm not in the loop on that, and that's why I'm doing this research edition. I do have a couple of sources here. USA Today, a writer by the name of Charles Trepany, okay? 2 days ago, he said Drake says he'd be arrested if he committed blank assault. Statistically, that's not true, and he's right. Diddy has not been arrested, right? Diddy has been accused of sex trafficking and other things, but he has not been arrested. So why is Drake playing the victim of sorts? And he put up a post today on his Instagram page. I may not get to that. I'm not really tripping off of Drake, but you guys can join the conversation if you like. Will there be any more diss tracks from Drake? I don't know. Okay. I do need some clarification though. If anybody wants to join me within regard with this research edition. I'm on a Twitter page, right? It says Marilyn J. Mosby. Marilyn Mosby, ESQ. ESQ stands for Esquire. The page is not verified. Anybody know if that's her actual Twitter page? It's got something hashtag Bayhive. Is that like a little play on the beehive? And she's got on a fitted cap and a really a janky wig. It says mom, managing partner of Mahogany Elite Enterprises, LLC, former state's attorney. And then the website, MarilynMosby.com, is not working. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna take my time to talk about her Breakfast Club interview. And why am I going to the Breakfast Club interview? Because she's I don't know if Angela Rye is her buddy or if Angela Rye is representing her. I know Angela Rye is an attorney. I'm not sure if she's a practicing attorney, but the two of them had on camouflage matching shirts, if you will. Did you guys see this? And she's got her jacket hanging off of her shoulders, Marilyn Mosby. And she's got a nasty wig looking like she's a Magic City worker. Oh, my God. But I have to say, salute to DJ Envy. Folks, this is the objective perspective. Envy asked her some questions. I'm just going to say verbatim, what he asked her. But he was asking her, in a roundabout way, why should people feel sorry for you? A former state's attorney who specialized, in putting people behind bars. Why should people now feel sorry for you? So she gave her song and dance. Wow. Thank you, Deeds. You see, guys, this is a research edition. Hold on a second. Deeds says that is Marilyn's Twitter account. Yep. So she's doing her song and dance. They have a what is this? Some type of petition, pardon for Marilyn Mosby. Oh my goodness. They are trying to get Sleepy Joe Biden, who I did not vote for, and I never will, to give her a pardon. Well, she's going to be sentenced on May the 23rd. Are they trying to get her pardon prior to the sentencing? I want to see her catch, a couple of years. What do you guys say? A 3 to 6? Give her no jail time. Sit tight in the phones. I'm gonna lay all this out. I want to lay all of this out. She's got to do some jail time. A person of her pedigree, caliber, fall on the sword. Take responsibility. Hold on a second. Hey, Nichelle, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, she says, I can't call in, but I want to see her do a decade. Wow. Okay. Okay, someone sent in a donation with regards to Jim Jones. Big Aki, thank you for tapping in, man. Good to hear from you, okay? Yeah, Jim Jones, that was yesterday's show. Thank you so much. What else? Okay, so here's what I want to put on the table first. And I want you guys, again, to help me sift through all this because I forget a lot of this stuff with regards to Marilyn Mosby, who's going to be sentenced on May the 23rd. Her husband, who she filed for divorce because he was lying to her about the taxes, the liens, and she filed for a limited divorce, meaning she wants spousal support from him. She's broke. I saw her admit that on the Breakfast Club. She's got nothing. Her credit is all messed up. Halfway through her trial, her attorneys quit because one of them was cursing on the goddamn steps of City Hall. And then they were going after him, I guess, for some type of ethics violation. So she then had a public defendant. Give me a second to get all this out. Did you hear what I said? Marilyn Mosby, who has the hashtag Bayhive, had a public defender. Okay. Whoever sent the $1.99 donation, please go fuck yourself. We don't do charity work like that up in here. But I'll take a little time for the bullshit this afternoon. Hey, Tiffany, I got your donation. Thank you so much, Tiffany. She says, great topic, star. Nick Mosby is okay, I'm not going to say that word, but thank you, Tiffany. I think he did her dirty. Her husband. 25 years together. How are you lying to her? That is, if you ask me, more of an issue as to why she should go to jail and hopefully will go to jail. The Freddie Gray debacle, yes, it was tragic. Hang on a second. Number 9, are you out there? I need Gene Richmond. Hold on, guys. This is going to be a very different paced show. Number 9, I'm live. What was I saying? Her husband, yes, Nick Mosby. Why would you lie to your significant other who you've known since college? They were like the big power couple in B-more. And that's why she then started to, scamming. This is not alleged. Mortgage fraud. Took money out of the 401k. At one point, it was $40,000. The next time, it was roughly $50,000 to purchase rental properties in Florida. Oh, she was trying to stunt. Area code 404. Sit tight. You'll be my first caller. Give me a second. 404. Please get ready. Okay. All right. I just want to lay all that out. And again, salute to DJ Envy because I can't watch the Breakfast Club. I was watching other news videos with regards to Marilyn Mosby, and I said, wow, no remorse, no accountability. It made me think of Carly Russell. No accountability. This is the precursor to Fannie Willis. Can I get an amen in the live chat? This is a precursor to Fannie Willis. Okay. Pauline, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Blade, I see you, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, research edition, area code 404. A different pace. Please watch the language. Are you ready? 404. Yes, no, maybe? Okay.
Yes, sir. Boss Hall, Punassi on the check-in.
Punassi, how are you, man? Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Boss Hall. All right, so look, we got Marilyn Mosby at the helm, right?
Yeah.
And I think we need to stick it to her. You know what? You just knocked the nail on the head when you said precursor of Fannie Willis, right? Mm-hmm. And I wasn't too in tune with with politics kind of during this era.
Okay.
But the Freddie Gray, the Freddie Gray debacle, did bring national attention to Marilyn Mosby.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she's not her husband. Going to her husband, he's not wrong for divorcing her.
No, she filed for divorce against him. She filed.
She divorced him.
A limited divorce. She still wants financial support. They have two beautiful daughters. One's a preteen, the other one's a teen. But she's filing for divorce because, if you ask me, just he's been lying, and he got her into this whole thing. He admitted to it on WJZ 3 months ago. He admitted to it. Go ahead.
So, did he get her into this, or she's not taking responsibility for her actions?
Punasty, hear me loud and clear. Hear me loud and clear. And I appreciate the call, man. But she filed for divorce. They've been together for 25 years. He was lying to her. He admitted. You can see videos with him admitting. He said this is his fault. He took the stand roughly 3 months ago, and he's owning up to it. So why can't she own up to filling out mortgage papers and then saying, well, I didn't do it. Somebody did it for me. Please.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why can't she take responsibility for her wrongdoing if he took responsibility for his? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you don't think they both co-conspirated to kind of put this whole thing together?
No charges have been filed against her husband. I salute him for owning up to it. But listen, man, I want to get back to what it is that I'm doing here. Any final words with regards to this particular topic? Or is Drake now playing victim? Pooh Nasty.
We'll touch on Drake a little later.
Okay.
But Marilyn Mosby, stick it to her.
Okay. Make
her go pick her own switch. Pooh Nasty out.
All right, thank you, man. Okay, Pooh Nasty tapping in. Guys, also, let me say that I'm really, I'm going to try not to make this personal. I don't know Angela Rye. I met her one time. We were on a panel together. We sat next to each other at the Black Caucus. Roland Martin hosted the panel. Good guy, Roland Martin, but she's got bad energy. Angela Rye, and she's on the Breakfast Club with Marilyn Mosby. Why? Did they go to college together? Are they friends? A sister girl? Yeah, girl. If you ask me, she is going to be part of the bad aura that gets handed down when she gets sentenced by a black female judge, Judge Lydia K. Grigsby. Angela Rye, for those who paid attention to the Marilyn Mosby interview on The Breakfast Club, Angela Rye is taking shots at the judge, calling her incompetent. Now's not the time for that. And then she started this racist thing about, that's what these white boys want. Where are you going? This woman's facing 40 years. Shut the hole in your face. Hey, Patrice, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Yes, I am taking calls, guys. I don't know what's going on with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I do want to say this, though. Hang on. You know, I got notes all over the place here. Holy Mother of God. I know I'm too old. However, Suki Hana's diss track called Cocaine at JT from the City Girls, fire! Anybody up to speed? Suki Hana, the new diss track she just dropped called Cocaine against JT. It's fire. Calling if you like, all right? Hey, also, I'm looking for a couple of my sponsors. Guys, you can email me during the show, text me. This is an early edition, and I want to make sure that you are getting the premium placement that you so deserve. Alejandro, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, listen, Marilyn Mosby has been in the spotlight for years, Alejandro, and thank you for your donation. Let me just say again, for those who don't know, or let me give you a reintroductory of sorts. She was the Baltimore state's attorney from 2015 until 2023. Was she trying to do what a lot of, there's no way around this. Was she trying to live the life that many, young black females do, above and beyond their means, styling and profiling? Hang on a second. Born in Massachusetts, raised by her grandparents in the Dorchester section of Boston. Okay. A lot of this stuff I forgot. I've never met her, by the way, but when I did go down to Baltimore, again, less than 30 days after Freddie Gray died, can't say killed, the city itself was in turmoil. Anybody remember that whole thing? Wasn't there like a Michael Jackson impersonator dancing? It was crazy. Dancing, they were blasting music. I'm like, is this a riot or is this a damn cookout? Good afternoon, 513. This is a research edition. Please watch the language. Are you there? 513.
Yes, sir, Star. How you doing today, bro?
Hey, who's this? Good evening. Who's calling?
It's. I'll be calling 513. You know me out in the Natty.
All right, sir. I'm doing research. Do you want to call back later? I'm having trouble hearing you. Can you make the adjustments, or just call me later? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm getting the speaker off.
Okay. I'll give you a second here. Are you ready? You ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Is that better, Star?
Yeah. Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you may be. Where do you want to start, sir?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My name is Taj, though, bro. That's who be calling in. I've been talking to you for a while, but okay. Yeah, she. I think it's almost like a high level slumlord. That guy looked like an old pimp, man. He was going in the courtroom and them like looking regular, like he ain't had no money.
What guy are you talking about, sir?
Smartest one,
sir.
Her husband. When they first was going to court.
Oh, her husband. Okay.
Yeah, when they first was going to court, man. Yeah, it was looking like he done pulled off some slickery, man. For real, he done pulled off a little slickery, man. Not saying that she don't have no responsibility in it though, but that's a woman ain't gonna have no accountability for nothing. You can catch her cheating. Right. Why you come home this early? Right. You done came home from work early, Star. Right. She getting busted up. Right. Why are you home? You know what I mean?
Why are you going through my phone?
Here.
If you wasn't going through my phone, you wouldn't see me DMing with Future.
Hey, that's man. When they ain't a woman ain't gonna have no accountability to it. They trying to run, but it's funny how she get the NAACP involved. They trying to get pardons.
Oh.
They calling Biden. They calling Biden star. Biden don't know what's going on, man. That nigga falling off treadmills and shit. He don't know what's going
So
on.
I need you to watch the language. It's too early. Please mind the language.
Sorry about that.
Please.
Sorry about that. Yeah. They trying to get pardons from Biden, man. I said, boy, this getting ugly real fast, man. I think she knew what she was doing from the top, bruh. My opinion. She knew what she was doing. Just a couple extra dollars on the side.
Listen, even if she, made an error, stand accountable for the error. You were voted in office by the people. You represent the best interest of the people, the citizens of
the people
of Baltimore. Fall on the sword.
Yes.
Fall on the sword and show some remorse. Did you see her on any platforms on social media with regards to her recent, PR run?
No. I seen her on the Breakfast Club.
You watched it, or you just saw the thumbnail? Did you watch it?
Yeah. I watched it.
I'm urging everybody to watch her on the Breakfast Club. What was with the wig? It looked like a Tina Turner wig, and she's got the jacket over her arms. What was up with that?
It's a look, man. You know they looking for that star. It's a look. They trying to. That's the same way the white girl being the hood star, and I know she's not a white girl. She's more on the light skin end of things, but it's the same thing as the white girl. Walk around every day looking a certain way. When you get to court, she like Mary Poppins, bruh. It's a look. That's a TV type of situation. They got her looking a certain way, like she ain't guilty.
Yeah.
But where she done kind of fooled around is them guys that's coming for him, Levy and them Jews.
Yeah.
I mean, when you
as they should, sir. As they should.
Hey, I'm not saying they shouldn't, but I'm saying when you get to fooling with them,
right,
it's over.
Right.
You can't fool with them, bruh.
Right.
They a little different. You can sit like dealing with white folks. If you're dealing with white folks, you could be a comedian star and be like, white folks, boy, y'all feet so dirty. You walk around barefoot and all the white folks laughing.
Yeah.
Talk about the Holocaust to them Jews.
Oh.
Talk about the.
So I need you to watch your mouth. This is a Jewish network. Watch your mouth, but okay.
Oh no! I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm just saying they stand on business. They stand on business. So I'm not saying it's wrong.
Okay.
I ain't saying it's wrong to stand on no business, star. Okay. I'm just saying they stand on it though. Okay. They stand on it a little different.
Okay. Hey man, before you go,
I think it's old boy Banning. She fooling with right now.
Sir, I don't know who she's fooling with, nor do I care. Her husband has admitted to wrongdoing. Do you want to finish up on her? Do you want to inform me? Is Drake now playing the victim? Is he supposed to be depressed? He said something about if I die on Instagram earlier.
Oh, yeah. You already know that. That was coming. I was talking to my partner about it about 2 days ago. Okay. Don't be surprised when that shooting first happened. Don't be surprised if Drake come out with a gospel album like Kanye. He have a gospel album next, man. Drake don't want no real smoke, man. He don't come from that. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not disrespecting him, Star. I'm just saying he don't want that energy that's around him right now. Yeah. That's real energy around him. It's some real things going on around him for whatever reason. I don't even know, I'm not putting it on Kendrick or The Weeknd or nobody, but I'm just saying the energy around him, he's not liking this. Because you best believe he's spending a little bread on security right now. Right. He going to the store to get him a couple cigarillos or something, and he got 13 people with him that he paying, to go to the store. He's a little nervous.
Right. So I'm going to take other calls. I thank you for chiming in. Thank you.
Appreciate you giving me the time, Star.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Guys, sit tight on the phones. Area code 443, you're up next. Sit tight. Something else I wanted to say with regards to the research that I was doing earlier today, okay? Dana with the data. Are you out there, Dana? Do you want to tap in? Her and I spoke earlier. I've got so many notes here. WJZ 6 months ago, they did a video, CBS Baltimore special, re-examining the Marilyn Mosby perjury case. So it wasn't just mortgage fraud, it was perjury, and 2 separate trials. I remember seeing her saying, I'm ready to go to court now. She was real belligerent. She falsely certified the following, and you can see here's a picture, a screenshot of the application to get money to purchase either 1 or 2 rental properties in Florida. I have experienced adverse financial consequences stemming from such virus or disease as a result of being guaranteed, being guaranteed being laid off, having reduced work hours, being unable to work due to lack of child care, the closing or reduction of hours of a business. This woman was making over $200,000 a year. And this is one of the things that she checked off that I just read and she was convicted of. Was she also getting stimmy checks? Was she getting stimmy checks? Hey, area code 443, you there? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry.
Hey. Who's this?
I'm calling from the DMV.
Okay.
Born in 61.
Okay.
From now living in Baltimore.
Can you make the adjustments on your phone? It sounds a little echoey. I want to hear what you're saying. Please.
Okay. I'm a little nervous.
It's okay. Take your time.
Is that better? Because you don't like you to be on the speaker. Is that better?
There you go. I can hear you. Okay. Where do you want to start?
All right.
Please? Where do you want to start?
I salute you for addressing this and being the one on the ground. You are truly in for the research.
Thank you.
First, she did what every other working American does when they lie on their 401k to get money on hardship and not pay the taxes.
Right.
However, as the Attorney General or or whatever she is for the city, she is held to a higher standard. But also, and Maryland is the richest state in the country. Baltimore is a hidden gem, but they got 2-legged and 4-legged rats that's hard to get out of the city, and it's full of corruption with the 5 generations. And just getting rid of the mayor prior to that, the one that's trying to come back and rerun that was kicked out before her, all of them. I tell them that Marion Barry was called the mayor for life, not because he smoked crack with the rest of them, but because he made sure that
hang on, you're talking too fast. Bring it back. Rewind. You said Marion Barry. For the babies who don't know who that was, remind them, please. Marion Barry. Yeah,
he was the activist, but the one that was convicted for the smoking the crack. But when they want your city back and you don't listen to them and you act like you Mr. Barnes and you get on the magazine to see how big you are, and they tell you to step down and you don't, they'll go to California and find some woman who they got something on for 2 days before it's out. They can't prosecute no more and bring her to the hotel and force you and then jump out and convince you, let's do this the last time. But nevertheless, the Mosby and her husband, they do deserve it. They did lie. And her husband, he is a city council president. And their strip is the worst and the least development. It looks like 30 years ago after the riots when everybody left the city. Hang
on a second, baby. Stay with me. I appreciate you giving the history lesson about Marion Barry, the great crack smoker. So Nick Mosby, why would he lie to her? I mean,
you know what?
25 years.
They thought, no,
25 years together.
Sir,
go ahead.
Sir, that was a play that didn't work. Because that's a play that didn't work. So you can play the short game or the long game. Sometimes people forget, especially in Baltimore, or people of color, because we don't contribute to campaigns. We only come out and tear up the city for Freddie Graves. That please, they're in positions and not power. Baltimore is a hidden gem. They've already developed overdeveloped DC. Everybody else, the Chinese and everyone else, Indians own Bethesda, and they own New York. So this is the BWI is the airport. You can catch a cruise right out of the port of Baltimore. Biden been here 4 times and hadn't done a thing. But these two people, if they stop voting for color and start making them accountable,
right,
because they were crooks.
Right.
He after she got caught up in that, they just were stealing. But when you know people are looking at you, you have to play. It is not only the appearance, it is the real thing. Right. Because it was a Republican governor. Don't forget that. And everybody from New York and everybody else are coming here to Maryland because it is the rich state and it was Democratic state.
Stay with me. Let me jump in. I'm not rushing you off.
Abandon her.
Baby, let me jump in. You're hitting the nail on the head. Yes. And, accountability is what I have not seen here.
There is none.
I watched a little bit of her interview with Joy Reid. And all she's talking about, never mind the Breakfast Club, all she's talking about, Marilyn Mosby, on this press run is that, nobody else has been convicted of doing this. Did you catch that? Did you catch that?
You know what? Well, you know what? She's right.
No, hang on, baby.
She's right and she's wrong.
No. Did you hear her? See her say that?
No, I didn't hear her say that.
Let me just finish up. Let me finish up, and then I'll give you the last word. I'll give you the last word. I don't want to hear from the state's attorney. Nobody else has been tried and convicted for this. You should know better. You know the law. You know the law. You enforce the law. You know the law
and it's politics, but also her husband, they just made a bad play. They knew exactly what they were doing, but they were being looked over their shoulders by the Republicans who want their city back, who would like the state, and they are open crooks. It's just like, and you can see it all around you. And her husband tried to get a bill passed for the city of Baltimore for them to pay city council people a pension if they did 8 to 10 years, because he can't run. They have a limit on when you can run for president of the city council. Right. Do you have a job you can get to it and get a pension after 8 or 10 years? They're crooks who we vote black instead of voting for people who are doing something they're supposed to, and that's exactly what they get. Yeah. She deserves what she gets, and the Democrats ran from her. That's why she got convicted. They didn't support her, but now that she could play the pity party, because that's what they use to keep us thinking they do something for us when they don't. This is black privilege and black haughtiness getting caught up and thinking that they are important as whites just because they sitting in position. Yeah. And really, she just got her. You know what?
Let me ask you another question, baby, because you're a talker, and I need you to take a break every once in a while. Just breathe. Let me ask you another question. Who is Judge Lydia K. Grigsby? That's who she's facing, Marilyn Mosby, on May the 23rd. Who is that? Do you know who that is? That judge?
Well, she had the case moved over to Greenbelt into another district,
right?
Because she knew she was losing in Baltimore,
right?
But this judge, it's done. She's done. She would use the pity me because I'm black, but if anybody pay attention and you're doing the research, their strip still looks like the 1970s. Yeah. In Baltimore. It is just people taking advantage of a situation. And once she said she wasn't prosecuting for smoking weed before they made marijuana, made it legal, they were already out to get her. Right. But then she slipped up and did something she wasn't supposed to.
One last question before you go, darling. I appreciate your input. The current mayor of Baltimore, he's a young black man. Is he standing up for Marilyn Mosby? What is he saying? Brandon Scott?
No, they didn't. They don't. They really are opponents. And Brandon Scott is a young guy who propped up by either the football owner or the previous baseball team owner, because you don't get to be 25 or 27 or 30 in the major city mayor, because black people don't contribute unless somebody else is helping you pay the cost to run your campaign.
Right.
So he's in there. He's in a position but no power, but he plays the Democratic game. But if they paid attention, they don't have anything. It's horrible.
Okay.
It's really horrible. But they don't play the long game. The P is changing, but they'd rather be mad at the white boy instead of batting jewelry and Maybachs and thinking they could still make money off of the block like in the 80s.
Okay.
So
I appreciate the call, darling.
This and being honest.
Baby, I got to take other calls. I appreciate the call.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Whew, she can talk. What a shithole Baltimore is. I went there, and I have a godson there, and I haven't seen him since the Freddie Gray debacle. I was there for a week. And they live in a nice area. I caught some train to go out to where, I just have one family member there. And man, I said, let me get the hell up out of here. Stephanie Rawlings Blake. Oh, she was a cutie. Remember her, guys? City Council, President. Hold on a second. She was the 50th mayor of Baltimore from 2010 until 2016. So her and Marilyn Mosby must have worked together for a short period of time, because Marilyn came in to be the state's attorney in 2015. Okay. 1 year before Stephanie Rawlings Blake left. Okay. Quasi, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, that's a hard shot at Angela Rye. Thank you, Quasi. Her energy is off. Oh my God. And again, I have to say salute to DJ Envy. He wasn't just giving her a pass, Marilyn Mosby, and Charlemagne said something toward the end, because he's mad at Joe Biden because of how Joe Biden played him when they had that interview. You remember what happened. And then Angela Rye said, Leonard. I guess they're on that type of fake fugazi time, King Simon, I got you donations, sir. He says, keep up the good work. Thank you, King Simon. Good to hear from you, sir. B. Amos got you donation. Yeah. Thank you, B. Amos. It's early Thursday. This is an early research edition. I'm trying to catch up on things, It's a different pace. Sit tight on the phones, guys. Sir Shy, good to hear from you. You're calling in? Okay. Give me a second, Sir Shy. I want to see if I can get some other people on the line here that I haven't spoke to as of yet. Area code 850. Are you there? Good evening, 850. Hey.
Yes, I am.
Hey, what's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds a little noisy. Can you make some adjustments, please? Sounds a little bad.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. How are you, man?
I'm doing fine, Star. I'm calling about the topic of is Drake playing the victim?
Yeah.
I feel like rap culture is made like if you put this in any other scenario where somebody to shoot somebody that lives around your house, I don't think we would say that person is playing victim. I think that we would say that person is a victim of a crime.
Okay.
I think rap music, has made it so like the whole not snitching stuff, which is made for like drug culture, which like nobody's even doing like that anymore. Make it feel like this is okay and acceptable that somebody shot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And we can even say like he's a victim. Like if somebody busts some shots at any regular citizen, we will look at, we were like, oh my God, this dude, you know what I'm saying, almost died.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. Sadly, and we had this discussion the other night, most major platforms from the dominant society have done timelines. Forbes, Business Week. Why are they doing timelines on the Kendrick and Drake beef? So I agree with you. Go ahead.
I mean, that's because Tupac and Biggie sold a lot of records.
Yeah. And a lot of magazines.
What it boiled.
And a lot of magazines.
Was that?
And a lot of magazines.
Movies, paraphernalia, merchandise, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really what this really boils down to.
Okay.
I mean, I feel, again, like I said, though, if it was Taylor Swift and somebody shot at Taylor Swift, you know, like
yeah.
It's only with niggas. Like, I hate to say, I'm not trying not to curse, but this is like only ignorant people feel like this is acceptable.
Acceptable. Yeah. Hey man, I appreciate the call. I'm gonna get back to that main topic. All right. Thank you.
All right, but
yes, sir. Folks, what is the Bayhive? I'm on Marilyn Mosby's X page, formerly Twitter. Something about Marilyn Mosby. We're built for this. Yeah, she's somewhat arrogant. Troll babies, who's more arrogant, Marilyn Mosby or Carly Russell's mother? Oh. Carly Russell's mother said, oh, yes, she was kidnapped. Yes. Good God Almighty. Right to jail you go. Let me slow down. So to say something crazy about going to the goddamn sentencing. I'm doing too much. Where is Sir Shy? Always good to get you on the line, sir. Sir Shy, thank you for tapping in early. Are you off today, Sir Shy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's cracking, man. Marilyn Mosby.
Oh, yeah. Marilyn Mosby, man. I haven't forgave her after how she let the police get off for about Freddie Gray. And I watched a little bit of that Breakfast Club interview, man. You know, Angela Rye. Man, it's like this, that Amanda Seales unaccountability. Everything's everybody else's fault. Pointing the fingers. Well, they did it. I can't get away with it.
Right.
It's just enough is enough.
Right.
And DJ Envy, no offense, you're the last to talk. You should be in jail too. Nick, right next.
Let's not do that. Listen, I want to stay focused. This is a research.
All right.
We do that at night, but let's stay focused. No accountability. Her husband has already owned up to everything. He said on multiple videos that he feels responsible. This is his doing for not telling her and lying for long periods of time about not filing his taxes, not paying the taxes, and tax liens. This is a politician. Go ahead.
Yeah, those homes in Florida, you know, she made a false statement about her mortgage application.
Yeah. And
that ticked off the feds. And then let's not even forget, you know, taking out withdrawals of $40,000 and $50,000 and $60,000 under her quote unquote CARES Act. So yeah, whether she does 40 years or 40 months, she's still got to, you know, see those steel bracelets. I mean, I'm just so sick and tired in the society of just unaccountability kind of getting away depending on your sex or affiliations or something. It's getting annoying.
Yeah, man. I've go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You saying? Go ahead.
Oh no, you were about to say?
No, I went over those things that you just mentioned with regards to her, withdrawing the money from her 401k plans. And, not that you can't withdraw money, but she clearly lied on the application. I just read parts of the application that were part of the case. And yes, she was targeted. Yes, you're a politician. You're voted in office by the people. You should be monitored. Everything you do should be under the goddamn microscope. Go ahead.
Yeah, Baltimore, y'all got to do better than that. I love Baltimore. I've been to the Inner Harbor, been to the aquarium. I've even been to the Ravens game. It's a better version of Oakland, if that's saying much. But I want to get on Drake. Kendrick Lamar is beating me up. I'm gonna kill myself. Quiet, Drake. All those years trolling and taking subliminal shots, and Kendrick Lamar was that Robitussin, that perfect medicine to humble you. Wow. And if Drake ever thinks about throwing any more subliminals, Kendrick's right there. But Peter Rosenberg reported that it's true that Nike and some of these big sponsors that sponsor Drake, it's like, hey man, there's a lot of smoke with these allegations. You need to kind of quiet this beef around. But when there's smoke, there's fire. So and anyway, anybody that thinks Drake won, even Rolling Stones gave the victory to Kendrick. It's going to go down in the history books. Okay. Compton's up, Oakland's up, West Coast up.
Great to hear from you, Sir Shy. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey,
thank you. Yeah. It's a research show. I don't want to end the call about somebody else, Great guy, but that's what he does a little too often. Hey, thank you for your support. ALB Essence, is that right? Talk that talk, OG. Good research. The woman is facing 40 years, and you're spending time calling the judge incompetent. Oh my goodness, I can't say that enough. Is anybody out there that can tell me what is the affiliation with Angela Rye and Marilyn J. Mosby? This woman is... Angela Rye is walking her into the prison cell. Why would you take a shot at the judge? Yeah, she only what does she say? Marilyn Mosby is her first criminal case. She doesn't try criminal cases. Sheesh. Spirit, how are you, man? What's cracking? Spirit, is your wrench working in that live chat? You should be good, man, so that you can promote your platform. Any new videos you have, Spirit, send me an email, man. I want to make sure that we are posting them in the community section. Thank you so much. All right, guys, hold on. I'm looking for something else here also. If anybody wants to cam up, I'm going to post the link where you can cam up to the show. Hey, also, gurubusinesscenter.com. Speaking of Marilyn Mosby's husband, who did not file his taxes, did not pay his taxes, don't you suffer the same fate as him and Marilyn. Go to www.gurubusinesscenter.com. Ask for Alicia. She'll help you file your taxes. Even if you don't have the money, file them to avoid penalties and interest, okay? Let me go to area code 225. Early edition. Are you there? Are you up to speed? 225.
Yeah, how you doing? What else?
Sheesh. Another day, please. I'm doing research. Fellas, call me giggling in the evening, please. Not when I'm doing a research show, please. Spirit, how are you, man? I got your donation. Okay, thank you so much. Oh man, you said your wrench is not working. Okay, everybody, hold on. I'm going to my settings right now. Make sure this man is covered and his wrench is working. Everybody, hold on. Give me a second. Anybody want to with regards to Marilyn Mosby, anybody want to take any types of bets? I want to see her get sentenced to 5 years minimum. Minimum, you know? She's like another Kwame Kilpatrick. Yeah, oh yeah, I was the youngest one. Yeah, you were too young. You were too young for that position of power. You got power drunk. Okay. Here is Spirit's link. Okay. Matter of fact, Spirit, if you're out there, man, give me 5 minutes and I will send. Hold on. You an email. Okay. 757. I'm doing research. Are you there? 757.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, this is a different pace.
Yeah.
Please watch the language. Okay, please.
Oh no, I don't curse, brother. I would never mess your channel up. Yeah, but
wait a minute.
what is the topic? You were talking about the topic. I just found your channel. I'm like, wow, this is like actually really good.
Okay.
So kudos to you, my man. Kudos to you. But yeah, the whole Kendrick Lamar, stuff. What do you see, like the Drake stuff? I mean, what do you see the outcome of this stuff happening? Like, it's just like, I'm confused because the whole thing is like, it just seems like Drake, Drake is not from the streets. You know what I'm saying? He's not from the streets. Right. He grew up in Canada. He was on Degrassi High, Kendrick Lamar is, that's a real dude.
Okay.
Like that's not someone you want to mess with, and it's crazy to see how this is unfolding. And if Drake's got all that mad security and all the pow at his house and stuff, man. I mean, I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm like they're taking like words on a song literal, and it's just like Tupac and Biggie. We're going back and it's like, yo, this is just music, but people, they get their feelings hurt. They get all.
Allow me to jump in for a second, and I want to marginalize you. Don't take offense. Might you be Caucasian?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, maybe.
I'm Sicilian, but I grew up in Queens.
Okay.
So I mean,
I'm half Neapolitan, but phenotypically you're Caucasian. Okay, there's a lot of Caucasian hatred for Drake, and yes, he's not from the streets. I'm not from the streets. I'm from the beautiful suburbs. But he has risen up to the ranks. Can you fix the echo in the background? It's a bad echo in the background. Please make the adjustments.
I have no echo. I'm on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he's not from the streets. He never claimed to be. But my question, it's on the screen there. If not, let me make sure it's there. Is he now playing the victim? Is he depressed? He put something on his Instagram page earlier that would lead people to believe he's now playing the victim. Yes, no?
Yeah, I think that he line stepped. I think that he, like Kendrick Lamar is a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he's from that life, and I think Drake tried to emulate his energy, and I think now Drake is trying to run back. But no, I think Drake is playing himself. I think Kendrick Lamar one-on-one would take care of his business. Like I said, I'm not a Drake fan, but I'm not a Drake hater. Drake is very talented. He's a talented guy.
Okay.
But, he's not about that life. And it's just like, it's one of those things, brother, where like, it's like, you want to go against someone from that life, you're going to get stomped out. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, he's going after the wrong guy, and I'm, Drake is very passive. He's all about that, that fashion and all this other stuff, and Kendrick's like, yo, this is me. He's from the hood.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here for a second and say, please don't ever call me brother. It offends me. I don't like anybody call me brother. Now, as far as Kendrick Lamar, no, Kendrick is not about that life. Kendrick is, and he's admitted to it, and that's a great thing. He lives in Bel Air. He's not in the hood. Yeah. He's a married man. He even admitted he lives a boring life. And I like that about Kendrick Lamar. No one wants to see violence. No one wants to see anything. I was appalled at the shooting. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. All that Biggie, Tupac stuff was insanity. I was in the middle of it. But now, just to finish up, do you think that Drake is playing the victim? And if he is, what do you think will be the outcome? You tell me what the outcome will be.
Well, I mean, he's definitely running scared. I think that he poked the bear, and now he's trying to pull back. Okay. But yeah, I think he is trying to play the victim. And like I said, and look at everything going on. I'm not trying to flip the script, or change the story, but like, look at all the rap industry now, where all this debauchery and all this craziness is going on, and everyone's fighting each other, and they should be helping each other. Yeah. But yes, I do think that he is afraid. I think he bit off more than he can chew. Okay. That's what I think. I think he stepped to Kendrick Lamar, and I think Kendrick Lamar basically scared the piss out of him. All That's right. What I think.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. If you're new to this show, folks, I don't like anybody calling me a brother. Hold on a second. On the screen, youtube.com/@Spirit Smooth Tunes. Spirit, check and see if your wrench is working in the live chat. I just went into the settings and I did something. I'm not sure if I did it right, but let me know. Spirit, you should have a wrench where you can post links in the in my live chat. Hold on a second, guys. I'm looking for Gene Richmond. Is that number 9? Hold on a second. No, it's not him. 803, sit tight. I see you in the queue. Sit tight, okay? Cream Corn's Revenge. I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Kendrick spanked Drake. Okay, if that's what you feel. I like his last effort, I will say that. Not like us, the beat and everything. The other stuff was cool. He was spitting bars, and that was great. But at my age, I don't want to do too much thinking about metaphors and bars, unless you're a battle rapper. But has Drake thrown in the towel? That's my question. All right, thank you for your donation. Wait a minute. Okay. Dana, I'm coming to you. Just sit tight. Terrence J. Drake, the new Bobby Womack. He deserved the shame. Damn. Now, most younger people won't know what you're talking about. Are you going back to Bobby Womack dating Sam Cooke's wife after Sam Cooke was murdered? Where you going, sir? If you are, I salute you for going back with that type of knowledge. Hang on a second. There you are, Dana with the data. Good to hear from you, Dana.
Hi, how are you?
You and I spoke earlier. You and Judge Joe Brown are going live. What time this evening? Let's promote you right now.
Yes, on The Real Dana on YouTube, we are going live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to be talking about Marilyn Mosby and dissecting her case, what she was convicted of, and the judge is going to give his opinion. And he did tell me, he was like, she's not going to get 40 years. That's just the max.
No, she won't get 40. No.
Right. Maybe 2 or 3.
I hope 5.
Yeah.
I hope 5. I do.
But the thing is, he didn't, when he realized that she linked up with the NAACP, and when he was, okay, so let me just say this. I always admired her going back to Freddie Gray because she was standing up for Freddie Gray family and for justice, and I would say for Black people in that city. And, too bad, I think that she did not have the support from the so-called Black leaders then and the community. So she was an easy target. However, the husband is suspect. I don't believe she did not know what she was doing because she was saying, she didn't understand the procedure of the mortgage application. Right. You are a lawyer. You are a district attorney, so, and then it's over. State's attorney. The dollars.
Hang on a second. I want to jump in, Dana, because I went into all of this in detail earlier. Yes, her husband, Nick Mosby, has accepted full responsibility. He admitted to lying to her. A 25-year relationship. He was not filing, was not paying his taxes. He was lying to her for long periods of time. And yes, he has accepted accountability. No charges at this point on him. I'm bothered by the fact that she has not accepted any accountability. She has shown no signs of remorse. And yes, I thought that what she did with regards to Freddie Gray, once upon a time, dying, he was not killed. No one has been convicted. That was a valiant effort. Valiant effort.
Right.
But hang on, let me just say this, and then I'm going to throw it back to you. But, you know, sometimes you can try and do too much for a certain group and or culture. And when you have someone that's, and let's keep it real, of the lighter complexion, they tend to overcompensate. I think that she tried to, you know, dig her heels in too hard, going after the police, and then that's where her trouble started. But all of this mortgage fraud and perjury, I want her in jail. Go ahead.
Okay. I cannot disagree with you, what you just said, and I won't. However, do I want to see her go to prison? No, I would rather see her on probation. But if this is the road that we're going to go down, we need to go down the road for everybody in political office.
No, Dana.
Wait, let me finish. You got to let me talk.
Come on.
I want to see Fanny in handcuffs. I want to see some people in Congress in handcuffs. So if we're gonna, because a lot of people get a slap on the wrist. Why are you holding her to a high standard over $5,000 that she lied about? So, and then let me just say this as well. When we talk about black people,
Dana, she withdrew $50,000 and then either 40 or 45,000. It wasn't just $5,000. Go ahead.
No, the 5,000 was the perjury that they got her on. It was over. She lied about 5,000. She got a loan for that, but she gave it to her husband and said that when her husband gave it to me for a gift, she lied. So that was the perjury.
I'm talking about.
That's one of the charges. The other ones, yes, is what you said. Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make here, the people who are in power, the judge, the special agent of the IRS. The U.S. attorney for the District of Maryland, they're all black.
Yes.
The people,
Yeah. So
this is not about race. This is not about the race. So the NAACP is stepping in for what? So tonight's show, and this is why I love that I have the privilege of having the judge on my platform. He's gonna walk through it. He's gonna break every aspect of it down. Because this is not about race. This is about people in these powerful positions taking advantage of their constituents, basically. And she's just going to be the first person to fall on that sword.
I also want to add,
and she just so happened to be black.
I also want to add this, Dana. Your opinion holds a lot of weight with me as well. You and I talk sometimes every day, every other day. And when I first met you, you were very involved with politics in your local community and so forth. So, guys, check out Dana tonight with Judge Joe Brown on At The Real Dana. Now, hang on. Stay with me, Dana. Stay with me. So yes, you know, one could say, well, nobody else or very few people were arrested for this. No, you should be held to a higher standard, voted in office by the people. I mean, it's and just, you know, when I look at her and she's trying to say, well, I was the youngest one voted in. Okay, well, you know, that sounds hot, but you should have learned from the Coleman Youngs and the Sharp James and these other people that ran these Democratic cities and had all sorts of goddamn issues. You know, I'm not letting her off the hook like that. I want to see her get 5 years. And you know what? Her husband accepted full accountability, and he said on the stand, he didn't just say this on a camera, that, you know, he is to blame for this trouble that she's going through. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the audacity of him, he's running for re-election, and I'm pretty sure them black folk down there want to vote his ass back in. But listen, I have going through uncovering this Fanny situation. I had to realize it within myself that black people, we could no longer go by skin color, and this is not about race. Sharp James, he went to prison. He did do his time. But there have been white politicians as well. So if she does go to prison, so be it. You were convicted, right? You were convicted by someone that looked like you, that was doing an investigation. But I just think that we need to start holding these people in these positions accountable while they're in office, and the things that they do outside of the office. Bingo. And I hope this is just a wake-up call for Black Americans to pay attention of what these people are doing in your city, across this nation. So,
yeah. Well, what else? Anything else with regards to this? And are you up to speed on the judge, Judge Lydia K. Grigsby? That's who is going to sentence her.
Yeah, well, she's a Black woman. Now, I don't know her background. Before I start the show, I am going to, just pull up her resume. But that means nothing, Black or white. Justice is blind. So, Marilyn Mosby is trying to pull a Fanny, talking about race, talking about being a woman, subliminally. But just because that judge is a Black woman means nothing when we talk about justice.
Hold on. I hope that this Black female judge takes Angela Rye's comments personal. And for the first time ever, I'm going to say, if you haven't seen it, go watch the Breakfast Club interview with Marilyn Mosby and Angela Rye, who takes a shot at this judge. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I want to say one thing to that, because all this time throughout this whole case, Marilyn Mosby had a gag order, right? Mm-hmm. So we never heard her side. Right. However, now that the gag order is lifted, you're talking, you're telling people your side of the story, but to insult the judge, with somebody that's supposed to be supporting you, sometimes you need to learn when to shut up. Right. And that does not help. Yeah. It does not help. So, and I spoke to you about the incident that I had. Right. It does not help when you do stupid antics and you have a active case pending. Right. So,
right. Dana, before you go, I have to put some nonsense on the table. Have you heard the Suki Hana diss track at JT from the City Girls? It's called Cocaine.
No, I have not. I just saw JT live on
Dana, never mind.
But let me just say this.
Go listen.
No. Let me say this.
Suki Hana's new diss track. Fire. Go ahead.
I'm not. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm on JT's side. I'm on City Girl side. So I don't need to listen to the diss track, because I know JT, when she come back with hers, I'll listen. But I'm taking JT's side.
Why?
Because you know what? Suki Hana is a pass around. And first of all, a lot of it is trash culture right about now. But she's just trash. So no, I'm taking JT's side.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dana. Great to hear from you.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye now. Dana with the data. Why would Marilyn Mosby have Angela Rye taking shots at the judge on the Breakfast Club? Troll babies. Is it me? Did anybody else take notice to that? Lord have mercy. And then she started saying something about, the white boys. What white boys? What white boys is she talking about? The Republicans? Misha, I see you in the live chat. Thank you for tapping in. Osiris X TV, my nigga. Hold on a second. Someone says Star is 900 years old talking about Suki Hana. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact, sir. I does this. I pay attention to the babies. I'm not married to an old bitch with a pack of Franks on the back of her neck and hammer feet and a double stomach. I don't have old ass kids in college. I have you beautiful troll babies. So I have to be up to speed with regards to the bullshit. Please go listen to Suki Hana's track. Fire! Say it one more time. Melanie, how are you? I got your donation. Thank you so much. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm getting dark in the hood, shutting down. Okay. Hang on a second. Someone sent me. What is this about? Is this a real poster? Hold on a second. I don't want to just blurt things out. Oh, wow. Okay. You're going to have to call in. Let me know if you, Tiffany, let me know if you can call in. Just shoot me an email and say, Star, I'm on the line. Okay. T. Howard, I got your donation. Question for Dana, 862 area code. Okay, she's gone, but I will bring you on the line. Please be mindful of the language. Are you there, T. Howard? How are you? Thank you for your support. 862.
Hey, yeah, what's up, Star? Just a question for Dana. The question is, what does Sharp James do? Maybe for you too. What does Sharp James do that was against the law? Or
sir, how old are you from my generation? How old are you?
I don't know, maybe a little young. I'm probably from the X generation.
All right, listen. Are you from the Newark, Irvington area? Sharp James, well, he was a gangster, man. Let's not play no games. And most people don't know who Sharp James was with regards to Newark, New Jersey. Do you want me to go down the whole list, or can you Google? He went to jail, man.
I probably go off the top of the head, but I'm just trying to see if I'm just trying to understand it.
Well, hang on a second. I'll Google for you. You sent in a donation. Area code 803 said tight. Sharp James. Did you want to Google yourself? Sharp James.
Who, me?
Well, you sent in a donation, sir. Is he still alive?
I believe so.
Okay. Born February the 20th, 1936. Served as the 37th mayor of Newark, New Jersey from 1986 until 2006. When did he go to the penitentiary? There you go. Corruption, federal charges, abuse of power. Yeah, they set him down, my nigga. Well, it's right there. Trial and conviction. Okay.
It was for a female.
Well, sir, that's not my topic. You can Google that on your own, but or Dana. Dana will be live tonight on YouTube, The Real Dana. But my focus is Marilyn Mosby. Are you up to speed at all with regards to her PR, run that she's doing now? The gag order has been lifted, and she's no remorse from what I can see.
No, not really. Baltimore is Baltimore, like Newark is Newark, and all that other stuff. So.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Sharp. What didn't Sharp James do? It's too much to go down in terms of the list, but thank you for your donation, sir. Okay. I will check that out. Spirit. Hold on a second. Is your wrench working? Spirit Smooth Tunes. I appreciate you, man. Okay. Guys on the show, running right there. Link tr.ee/learn.creole. It's one of my sponsors. Please go there. There's some great merchandise and culturally proud items if you are of Haitian descent. Okay. Please tell them I sent you. Jamar, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Blake says, Drake worried. Hold on a second. Drake worried that the NDAs are about to be broken. I saw some younger female. I'm not sure how old she is. She looked of age, but she was on some show talking about she signed an NDA with Drake and his father. What's going on with Drake's father? Was he out there grabbing girls, like my guy 4-5? I have no knowledge. I'm asking. I'm not accusing him of what's going on. Why is Drake's father being mentioned with regards to all this stuff? Okay. Spirit says, okay. I will check that out, Spirit. Thank you so much. But is your wrench working? That's what I want to know, Spirit. Is your wrench working in the live chat so you can promote your links? That's very, very important. I need to know that. Let's go to area code 646. Good evening. Are you there? Doing a research edition.
Yes.
646.
Hello?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, Star. I just want to say Marilyn Mosby didn't do anything wrong. She withdrew funds from her pension.
Okay.
And the thing that she did wrong was basically say it was for COVID-related reasons. And she purchased a property. I mean, I don't think she should do jail time for using her own money to purchase a home. Yeah, it wasn't for COVID-related reasons, but it's her money. She invested into a retirement, and that's her money. The government matched the retirement, and she withdrew the funds that she contributed to her retirement. So I don't see why she should go to jail for that. I mean, she should get fined, but jail time, totally unnecessary. I'm in D.C.
Okay.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York,
okay.
East Flatbush,
okay.
And I'm out here. And it's a lot of politics in D.C.
Yeah.
It's a political town,
yes.
Political state, and it's not like
Chocolate City, sir. They used to call it Chocolate City.
100%.
Can I jump in? I appreciate what you're saying. Can I jump in? At first, you said she did nothing wrong. Then you said the only thing that she did wrong. So she did do something. Yeah. She did do something wrong. And I earlier I read the part of the application. Hang on a second. I'll read it again. Where she did check off. I gotta find it somewhere here on my desk. Yeah, she lied, sir. She lied about why she hang on. She lied about why she was taking out the money, sir. She did lie. Now, are you hang on if I can get my point across. Are you here it is. Are you supporting her by way of tribalism? Do you know her or did you vote for her?
No.
Why does she why hang on, let me just finish the question. Why does she not have to stand accountable for the office that she held, public office? Why does she not have to be held to the high standard of that office?
Okay, let me explain you why. All right. During COVID, right, the federal government allowed individuals to take out their retirement, right, and use it for COVID-related reasons, right, because of COVID. She didn't do that. She used it to purchase a home, right? A lot of people are doing that, have done that in the past and didn't go to jail, right? What the IRS does, they fine you. They hit you with a heavy penalty, about 10%, and you have to pay back the money. I don't understand why she has to go to jail for withdrawing funds that she contributed to a retirement plan. It's not about her being black. It's just not fair. I think, honestly, it seems like they had it out for her, because there are thousands of people that do this, you know what I mean? But did that during COVID, you know what I mean? But it just doesn't make sense.
Okay, can I respond?
It's not a big crime. It's only $90,000 that she contributed to this retirement plan. 90 grand. It's not $1 million, 90,000 of her own funds. So that's why I said I don't think she should go to jail.
I heard you, sir. Can I respond? Go
ahead.
Okay. Well, she's facing 40 years. She has not been sentenced yet. But now, again, my question was, why does she not have to be held to a higher standard? She was voted into office. You reference all these other people and what they've done. She was well aware of the law. She's the former state's attorney. She knows the law better than you, better than me. And I'm looking at the part where it says falsely certified of the following, where she clearly checked off whether she did it or not. She has to be accountable for what it was checked off for: being guaranteed, being quarantined or laid off, having reduced work hours, and two other things I'm not even going to bother with here, but making $200,000 a year. Why does she not have to be held to a higher standard?
Why? Because once again, that's her money that she put into this plan.
Okay.
She just withdrew it before she turned 59 and a half. Okay. Early withdrawal. So that's why I don't think she should do jail time. You know, the way she classified the funds was not correct, but at the end of the day, this is her money that she contributed on a biweekly basis into this retirement plan. So therefore, I don't think she should do jail time. People on a regular basis in the United States, because of the economy being so messed up, do early withdrawals out of their retirement. This is normal practice.
I think you've made your point with regards to that, but is she guilty at all, or maybe this should have never even came to court? What do you think about that?
I think she should have got a fine, or summons or a penalty. I think she should have got hit with a heavy penalty, and that's about it.
Yeah, she might walk, sir. She might walk.
I hope she walks.
Okay.
Because she's a good lawyer, and she contributed to the Baltimore City area when it came to Freddie Gray. She fought for the civil case. She's a really strong public figure within the community, and I don't want to see her go out that way. To be honest,
you say you're from that area? Did you say that?
I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Right.
I moved to Baltimore back in 2004, but I currently live in DC. I work for the federal.
What happened to him? He wasn't killed technically. What happened to Freddie Gray?
Freddie Gray
in the back of that van.
I think he had some ailments, and they said he was, he had some issues, like health issues, and he got roughed up. That's what caused him to die, basically. You know what I mean? So,
but nobody was convicted, though.
No.
All right. I appreciate the call, man. And let's reconvene after her sentencing on May the 23rd. Thank you for your call.
Appreciate
Thank you. Okay. Folks, this is The Objective Perspective. I want your input, your thoughts, your feelings. Okay. Showrunner, mixcloud.com/@TrackMastersDJ. DJ Prophecy, where are you, man? Haven't heard from you in a while. What's cracking? What's shaking? Creel, good to hear from you. Creel says, respect. Thank you. Today's religious talk. Thank you for tapping in. Chris Hansen is about to show up at Drake's. Chris Hansen is about to show up at Drake's house. Sir Shah, thank you for your donation. Back in the building, Star Report, thank you for your patience. Okay. I started an early research edition, and I want to get back to the topic. I've been pulling notes. I've been going over things with regards to Marilyn Mosby. Okay. She's going to be sentenced May the 23rd. Hold on a second. She's going to be facing another black woman, for those who do want to make this a race thing, like Angela Rye. And I still don't know the connection between these two. Did they go to college together? Are they related? Or is it just that, that light-skinned sister girl thing, Sheesh. May the 23rd. Again, 10:30 a.m. She will be. She's scheduled to be sentenced, facing 40 years in federal prison. It's only Fed time. It's not like the state prison. Guys, did Kwame Kilpatrick do state time or Fed time? Anybody remember Kwame Kilpatrick? That slickster. Oh, was he jiggy with the double-breasted pinstripe suits and the ostrich shoes? That guy was wearing ostrich shoes. Yeah, they sat him down, his goofy ass. And I want to see Marilyn sat down. I want to see her do 5. You know, teach her a lesson. The attitude is just, it plays a big part. Hold on a second. Elaine, nice to hear from you. No, I haven't seen, well, actually, you know what? No. Her and I email from time to time. I haven't seen any good sci-fi films as of late, Elaine. I saw that garbage Spaceman. Wow, that was trash. Hold on a second. Let me with Adam Sandler. Oh, that was horrible. Did you see that, Elaine? That was one of the worst films I saw in a long time in terms of science fiction. Horrible. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Guys, we're going to have to take a quick detour, and we'll get back to Marilyn Mosby. Is that the number one Knicks fan, left-handed, tapping in?
What it do? What it look like, man? What's going on?
Good to hear from you. Can you make some adjustments? It sounds a little echoey. I know you're on a headset, but I want to have this conversation about your Knicks. You said you said something on my phone here. Take it easy. Where are the New York Knicks right now with regards to the NBA playoffs? Please.
They're up 2 games to none on the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Okay.
Second round.
Okay.
I'm gonna be on my calm and cool and collected stuff, man, because you know how I get.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. You have the floor. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Listen, man. Yeah, you gotta let my team live, man. You know, we're doing what we do, man. With a bunch of people on the injured list. Can you hear me? Am I good?
You're loud and clear.
Am I good?
You're loud and clear. Go ahead.
All right, my man. All right. We doing work right now, man. We just added 2 more on the injury list. Okay. So again, now we going in with a battered team, man. So we up 2-0. We're gonna see what happens in Indiana, and just hope for the best right now, man. That's all. But man, you gotta let my team live, man. Let them breathe a little bit, yo. Because again, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this, right? The Knicks make it past the Pacers, get to the finals, and it can be done. It's not gonna be a miracle. It can be done. You're gonna be ended up wearing a Knicks hat if the Knicks get to the finals. I see it already. You ride with the winners, right?
I wore a Knicks fitted 2 weeks ago to try and motivate them, you know. So that's not an issue. But
I mean, we all right. But we good.
Hang on. And guys, this is left-handed. I'm sure most of you know he's a great sports historian. Down and in sports on YouTube, left-handed and Yada Bear. Okay,
absolutely.
Okay, so now let's really talk. Let's talk these Knicks.
Let's get it.
I'm hating them to motivate them. I went, oh my God, I go back to the Bernard King days. I remember Allen Houston. Oh God. And salute to the Knicks in the 90s. I thought that they were a great squad, but just Jordan was just too much for them. Are the Knicks now better than the Knicks from the 90s? I saw Action Bronson, and not that his word holds any weight, but a couple of people saying that the squad now is better than the 90s. Huh?
Yeah, I mean these fresh baby breaths, man. This is their first time experiencing some real wins with these Knicks, and they're gonna say the first thing that comes to their mind. Okay. And there's no way in hell that this Knicks team can even compare. And I'm a Knicks dude. And there's no way in hell that this Knicks team currently constituted would not compete at all with the 90s Knicks. Mason, Oakley, Starks, Ewing, Derek Harper, Rolando Blackman coming off the bench. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro, what we doing? I mean, the heart is there, no pun intended. You know what I mean? Because Josh Hart is doing work. Okay. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson, one of the top 7-8 players in the league, straight like that. And we're doing it without Julius Randle. And that's what I'm loving. We're doing it without Julius Randle because we saw what happens with Julius Randle with the Knicks in the playoffs. It ain't too sweet. So my thing is like this: let's ride this out and see what happens, man. But you got, let my team breathe. But I see you motivating them. You know what I mean? And we gave it to Indiana the last 2 nights with the referees. I'm not even gonna get into that. But it is what it is. But that '90s team would decimate this team currently constructed with the New York Knicks.
Okay. And for the record, you are officially back because there was a point where you were hang on.
Always do this. Always. Go ahead, yo.
There was a period when you were considering, you didn't jump ship, but you were considering jumping ship. You called into the show and you were like, yo, I'm done. I'm done, right? I think you were going towards the Hawks. You were considering the Hawks, but it's you're back, and it's on the popping, right? It's on the popping.
Why you gotta bring up old stuff? But yo, man, yeah, man, and I'm gonna tell you, like I told you back then, like I said on the show back then, my guy. I've been riding with the Knicks ever since, man. Since I was a little kid, man.
Yeah.
1973. Don't mean nothing to me. That's the last time the Knicks won a title. I don't remember it, so it don't mean nothing. As far as I'm concerned, the Knicks never had no title. I'm keeping it green, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's my squad. I rock out with them. I get mad at them because I can't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I was on the verge. It was getting close, B. Word up. I'm telling you. Yup. Yeah, it was getting close. And thank you for bringing that up once again. Well, I appreciate it.
Hang on. How is your co-host Yada Bear since the 76ers fell to the Knicks? How's she doing? Ooh.
Yeah, she salute to Yada Bear, man. Respect and sports talk every Tuesday. Yeah, man, she took it like a champ, like a trooper. Joel Embiid, she played up the Bell's palsy angle. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I really don't pay no attention to that because he still rocked us for 50, then he rocked us for another 30 something. So again, the Sixers had a great season. Injuries notwithstanding, they'll be back next year, hopefully, and they'll get it together because it was a great series that they had with the Sixers and the Knicks. It was a great series.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Play what they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Listen, I appreciate you, man, and with all due respect, don't ever call me again talking about my Bruins are about to lose.
Listen. You up on current events, right?
Hey.
What happened to the Bruins? What happened to the Bruins last night? I'll leave it at that.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
I no doubt, man. Absolutely.
So okay. It's my guy, left-handed. Okay, Malmo, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Folks, if you're just now joining me, I started doing an early research edition here, okay? I'm bothered by Marilyn Mosby's defiant position. I'm urging you guys to go watch her Breakfast Club interview. It just the audacity, the arrogance. Now was a time when you should be like, remorseful. Even if you don't want to so much admit to your guilt, just stop. Now it's about race. You were running Baltimore. Black cops, black mayor, it was all black. Now it's race. Now she's with the race hustler, Angela Rye. 216, good evening. This is a research edition. Are you up to speed? Do you care? Marilyn Mosby is going to be sentenced on the 23rd. 216. Yes, no, maybe? Right, if not,
yes, I'm here. You hear me, Star?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Star. How you doing, man?
I'm alive, sir. Niggas are dying. I'm alive. What can I say?
I feel you, big nigga. I feel you, man.
Where do you want to start?
Well, man, I wanted to start with the Drake. Is he playing victim now? I missed the earlier part of the show. So, I don't even know where that question came from. How is he playing victim?
Well, I'm catching up on the Drake Kendrick back and forth. Salute to DJ Academics. He's the face of the feud, and but I heard, and I haven't even pulled it yet. The the information. Drake put something. Let me do it right now while I'm talking to you. Something on Instagram earlier talking about if I die. So is he suicidal? Is he depressed? What's going on with Drake? Champagne Poppy.
Oh wow, I ain't know he was doing all that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe he is, man. You know, we might be witnessing the beginning of the downfall of the guy right now, man. I mean,
Well, do you have any insight, sir? Can you educate me? I don't know. I'm doing research. Anything you want to add to this or no?
Well, other than he took, everybody saying he took a L on the heart of the six, man. That last response it didn't do it. It ain't make it.
Okay.
So, I guess everybody's, the whole industry that hey, little baby, ain't nobody coming to his defense. I don't see nobody backing him up right now, which is kind of strange, man, considering how much.
Are you a Drake fan, sir? Are you bothered by this? Who am I talking to? What is your position?
I ain't gonna say I'm a fan. No, I ain't no fan, but okay. I definitely like his music. I would prefer his music over Kendrick.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
I prefer Drake's music over Kendrick, but the last track that Kendrick put out, to my knowledge, not like us, that was a banger. That was a banger. A lot of people said that ended the beef. I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I totally agree, man. I can't disagree with that one, but okay. I just wasn't. I wasn't the type of one to follow Kendrick as much as Drake, man. Drake, and he popping, man. I can't even lie, man. He been popping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate the call.
Drake is the guy. I appreciate it too. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Folks, if this is the right X page for Marilyn Mosby, ESQ, which stands for Esquire, can someone tell her to please fix her website? It goes to a broken page. Did somebody not pay the bill? Deed says that's her page. Let me go there again. Hold on a second. Maybe it's me. I'll try this again. MarilynMosby.com. I'm spelling it right. Now, the petition itself, in case you don't know, website's not working. Poor thing. She said on the Breakfast Club that her credit has been destroyed. It's a not secure website, MarilynMosby.com. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Janelle, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Yes, I'm in Emerald Isle, North Carolina now. I'm going to be here for a year, possibly more. I've been trying to get here for quite some time. There's nothing to do here, and that's why I like it. It's beautiful. I'm right on the beach. Yeah. No. I don't fly females out. If you happen to be 40 or 50 miles away, holla. But no, nobody's flying you out. Alex, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Star Drake is playing the victim, and people better be careful or they will be labeled anti-Semitic. Whoa. Okay. That's a very interesting position. He is change up the showrunner. He is a powerful guy. I saw something about Spotify. I forget the actual information, but hang on a second. Deeds is texting me. Deeds has got the info. Deeds says, yeah, no, I know about that site, Deeds, Justice for Marilyn Mosby, but I'm talking about the one that's on her X page. You're talking about the one to the, hold on a second. You're talking about the site to the petition. But on the website, pardon me, on the Breakfast Club, I can't believe I'm promoting this, the Breakfast Club, Angela Rye said MarilynMosby.com. God damn, it's not working. 410, good evening, are you there? 410. You got a lot going.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
It's very noisy in the
Can you hear me,
background.
sir?
It's very noisy. Can you make the adjustments, please? I want to hear what you have to say.
Dar, can you hear me?
Hey, baby, what's cracking? What's cracking? I can hear you. We have a delay, baby. Can you take off the fly?
You are the last party in the...
Okay. Her phone dropped out. I didn't hang up on her. Baby, can you call back? Hang on a second. Let me just make sure. In case she calls back, I can bring her right in, okay? Your phone dropped out, baby. Call back, all right? Vernon, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Damn, you want to see her get 20 years. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep. But I appreciate the hate. Hang on a second. Okay. Suri, I got your donation. Suri. Now, I'm gonna I do research shows in the afternoon, Suri. I try not to do research in the evenings because it's a different crowd, and we've only had one person so far. Hold on a second. That tried to take us off the rails. Okay, Blade, I got your donation. Hell's Angels on Drake's ass, allegedly. What do you mean? Blade, can you explain? I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, that female didn't call back in. Okay, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I still want to explore this. Triple C TV, check your email. Check your email. Guys, hold on a second. You were sent a response. Check your email, all right? Okay. Let me just go back over something here for a second. For those of you who are just now coming in. So Marilyn Mosby, she's going to be sentenced May the 23rd. Charges of mortgage fraud. Anybody know how much time, and then this is not a shot. What is the woman's name? She oh God. She's a content creator. I should know her name. From out of the Denver area. She went to jail for mortgage fraud. Hold on a second. Why can't I remember her name? I don't know. Hey, Anissa, I got your donation. I've been seeing bits and pieces of Amanda Seales and the Shannon Sharpe interview. We kind of already discussed that. I think a lot of people assume things about Amanda Seales. I'm kind of back and forth. Not that she cares. Met her one time, interviewed her. I thought that she was creatively frustrated, but she's got some underlying issues. As far as Shannon Sharpe is concerned, he thought that her mother was white or her mother married a white man, and she said, "No, my mother's from Grenada." But it was very interesting to say the least. But we're kind of past that particular discussion, right? But thank you for your donation. 4-1. Oh yes, thank you, Deeds. Vicky Dillard. Is Vicky Dillard okay, guys? I know she's been having some some medical issues. But yeah, Vicky Dillard did time, didn't she? 410, sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight. How much time did Vicky Dillard get for, wasn't it with the mortgage fraud or something like that? Hold on a second. Jail. I don't want to speak too soon. Okay, here we go. Yeah, from Denver, Colorado. So back in 2012, Vicky Dillard, she was 32 at the time, was sentenced to 60 months in federal prison for mail and slow down, old nigga. Mail and wire fraud, okay, in connection with the mortgage. But and listen, I fuck with Vicky Dillard. I'm not trying to clown her, but I'm just saying, if they can give Vicky Dillard 60 months, let's give Marilyn Mosby at least 5 years. Hey, 410, is that you, young lady? Are you back? 410.
This is me, Star. Sorry, I didn't want to kill a vibe. I'm back.
Okay, what's going on? You're on some type of headset or something? What's cracking, girl?
Riding through the city of Baltimore right now. Getting ready to ride through Mosby's.
Okay.
As I leave from work. I'm so glad that you're covering this topic today. I'm going to try to slow down because I know we press for time and I'm not trying to hold you.
Now, listen, as long as you make the adjustment because there's a delay and then your headset is kind of echoey. I'll give you 5-10 minutes, but we want to be able to hear what you're saying. Can you fix the connection?
Is that better?
There you go.
Is that better for you?
Go ahead. Yes.
All righty. There was a little feedback. Yes, I'm calling from Baltimore City, West Baltimore, to be exact.
Okay.
And first, I just want to say it was so off-putting seeing her hair in such a disarray and being so intelligent at the same time. We have so many great stylists and so many people who keep it real. And I'm so disappointed in her team. That's number one.
Are you talking about her appearance on The Breakfast Club?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Woo. Come on.
She knew better, the same way she knew better about how, in the proper way to take the funds out of her account. Her husband let her fall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of play that is, PR, but that's a whole nother story. Our city council is full of crooks, but that is Maryland politics for you. We just got the emergency relief fund with the bridge. We have Governor Westmore, who I believe is going to run for president. Not this election, of course, but the next one. So if he can in fact turn around the city in a positive way, he's a shoo-in, because Baltimore City has been that thing that everybody tries to come in and fix, but nobody is successful. And the mayors continuously get their hands caught in the cookie jar. Mm-hmm. We have Sheila Dixon, who's running again for a seat up against Brandon Scott. She was taken down for the frauds as far as the gift card. That was completely ridiculous. We had Mayor
hang on. Didn't Sheila Dixon resign? You say she was taking...
She had to... she resigned over gift cards.
Yeah. She was doing something with, was it children's books or something with the kids?
That was Marilyn. That was Marilyn Pugh. Pugh was selling under the guise of children's books.
Oh.
She was selling them, but taking donations and checks over $250,000.
That was another corrupt black female. Pardon me, I get them confused. Go ahead.
Yes, and they sat her down with the ankle monitor.
Right. Come on.
And so I do believe that while Marilyn Mosby is very smart and she started from the bottom, so she's seen everything within the last 20-25 years being at City Hall, so she knows the secrets and she knows the ins and outs. So I don't understand how she could be so stupid in her actions, because they have a microscope on you, as you said, and especially when you are when you have the lights shine time after the Freddie Gray.
Right.
We had everybody here, Ground Zero at North Avenue at CVS. They were ripping through the pharmacy. They said that they came in and they took enough perks to get the entire city high. That's
I was there, and
I
was there for a week. But if I can,
it was mayhem.
If I can jump in for a second, I'm so glad you called, and I'm gonna give you all the time you need to educate us. So yeah, she started from the ground, but at the same time, 5 generations of law enforcement is what she comes from. So if anybody knows better and not to do things to bring attention to yourself, it's her. She's highly intelligent. She's not somebody who just fell into the goddamn role. Not through. She's sharp, and I don't mean to just critique her on the Breakfast Club, but I was disappointed. I said, what is this with the Beyonce wig and the jacket off the shoulders, and then Angela Rye? What is their connection? Why is she taking shots at the goddamn judge? Did you see Angela Rye do that?
I'm not sure who told her to do that, but that's crazy. And it's going to be an interesting trial. I'm not sure how they're connected. I haven't unveiled that, but I'm going to get to the bottom of it. And I'm sure that the fellow constituents of the city will do, because we're still kind of breaking everything down.
Okay.
But I think that Marilyn got cocky. She was very indignant when they came for her. Which I don't blame, because it was a very high tension and period during the Freddie Gray riots and everything. I mean, the city was out of control, and she was under a lot of pressure. So I'll give her that much.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the city. That's the city for you. It still looks like a war zone in some places. And the caller who called in first, who said Baltimore is a hidden gem. It is. And nobody can believe the statistics of Maryland being the wealthiest state next to California. There's so much money in here. I believe Trump owns a lot of the land out in Towson.
Well, hang on, because last time I was there and I was downtown, you had such a problem with the methadone people all out in the goddamn streets, and I spent time there. I mean, it has its nice areas, yes, but let's just shift gears for a second here. I want to make sure that we address her husband, Baltimore City Council President Nick Mosby. What a piece of crap.
Nick Mosby.
And the reason why I'm saying that, I don't know the guy personally. I'm not saying this from a position of malice. What a piece of crap for him not to tell her about his tax issues. He was lying to her for a long time.
That part, he did not have her back in that way, and he was supposed to tell her, no, let's not do that. Right. Let's go about it the right way. You saw what happened to such and such. You know what happens to Black political figures in this city. Yeah. The rules do not apply the same way that they do for the other politicians. That's just not how it works here. And I'm not trying to go and refer to The Wire as this blueprint of what the city is, because it's that and so much more. Right. But when you start to dig, and it gets really murky.
Yeah. Do you think that she can pivot and change her position at the actual sentencing? I'm sure she'll be given time to address the court. Do you think that she will? I mean, I don't know what type of person she is. I mean, I've never met her, and I haven't seen her over the years like yourself. Do you think that she can find any type of place within and show remorse at that sentencing, or what do you think is going to happen on the 23rd of May?
Well, she's very familiar with how the courtroom goes. Again, it's the stage. Yeah. So is she going to be belligerent? Is she going to be indignant, or is she going to humble herself in front of the court? Greenbelt is a whole different jurisdiction from Baltimore City. So I don't know exactly where her play is in Greenbelt. I'm not really familiar as far as Judge Lydia goes. But we'll see.
Judge Lydia looks like she's about that action. I like her outfit. I'm looking at one of her pictures. She's strictly business. She's strictly business. Marilyn,
yeah.
Hey, she better not come up there with that Beyonce wig, or it's gonna be a
better
problem.
Not.
Better not. I'm sorry.
She better not. She better not. Baltimore City is known for their stylists, and there are way too many great beauticians here who can lay her head down like it's supposed to be. Right. I want her to go in there and hold her head high and take accountability. And I think, like you said, that is all that people who are looking from the outside in. It's where's the accountability?
Yeah. All right. Hey, I have connection to Angela Reyes. Please email me. I think her toxic energy might get Marilyn Mosby a decade. He's toxic.
It just may.
I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Thanks for taking my call, Star. Have a good one.
Bye now.
Good night.
Marilyn Mosby and her husband are public officials. Don't get it twisted. It's very different from being a private citizen or a public figure. Public officials. And there's a difference with regards to lawsuits, suing, defamation. Sullivan versus New York Times, 1964. Public officials cannot just sue the press so easily. You have to show malice. Okay. Any more calls, or are we done here? We've passed the 2-hour mark. I'm open if we can, shift into another topic. Always first class media. Thank you for tapping in. There are people presently in jail for nothing at all. She should expect the worst. After all, it is a presidential election year, so somebody has to do it. Yeah. I want to see her get hit with 5 years. Hold on a second. How much time? I mean, he was the mayor. He wasn't a city attorney, but how much time did Kwame Kilpatrick get? The youngest mayor. Wasn't that his claim to fame? The youngest mayor. All right, born in 1970, convicted of fraudster and racketeering. 72nd mayor of Detroit. Okay, he was sentenced to 4 months. Perjury, obstruction of justice. No. He got hit with more time. Okay. In 2010, he was sentenced to 18 months to 5 years in state prison. Damn, state prison for violating his probation. Damn. Damn. In 2013, he was convicted on 24 federal felony counts, including mail fraud, wire fraud, racketeering, and he was sentenced to 28 years in federal prison. Abdullah, I got your donation. No, Abdullah, I have been busy. I have not had time to watch DJ Academics, a.k.a. Big Ac. Keep me posted, man, on what he's talking about. I mean, he's doing the damn thing. He's doing the damn thing. If anybody would know if Drake is, quote unquote, depressed or playing the victim, Academics would know. But I haven't had time. I've been, I've been busy. I was working in my garden today, and I wanted to do this research show. Let's continue the conversation. Hold on. 718. Good evening. Are you there? 718.
Yo, what up, Shaw?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Yo, you got it twisted, man. Drake body Kendrick Lamar, man. What are we doing?
Say again.
I said, hold on. Let me mute you.
Yeah, can you turn that down in the background, please, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you.
Okay.
Drake body Kendrick Lamar.
Come on.
That the last song he put out, that was murder. Kendrick was being subliminal. Then you talking about a kid and like, come on, man. Like, if we gonna battle, let's battle. Why you getting personal talking about some kids that he's hired? He bodied you. So I don't personally think Drake lost that battle. That's just how I feel.
Can I respond to what you've just said? Can I respond?
Yeah, probably should.
No. Maybe you missed it, and you don't have to hang on to every word that I say. I'm riding with Drake. I've been saying that.
I ride with him too. So
okay, well, hang on. You called in and watch the language. Watch the language. You called in. I got it twisted. No, most people are saying Kendrick won the battle. I prefer Drake's music. I didn't like the fact that in his last diss track, he was trying to explain too much about the claims and allegations. I would like to see Drake come with another track. Do you know if he's got one more?
You're talking about the kid. He tried to explain that.
Yeah, he kept trying to rebuttal the allegations from Kendrick Lamar. Does Drake have one?
Yeah.
Does he have one more in the tuck?
He did that.
Does he have one more in the tuck?
He kind of messed up when he did that. I agree with you. Because he's trying to meet. He messed up with that. He should have just came back at him hard. But Drake, this records are better than Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick joints is corny. But like, I know you're gonna hang up on you soon.
No. Talk. Most people, not me. Most people are saying Kendrick won the battle. I would like to see Drake come. Sir, listen, you can do your own research. I'm asking you, does Drake have one more track coming? Where are we?
He don't need it. He bodied them already. He don't need another song. He bodied them already. Okay. So why would he go write something else? Like, and Kendrick, who's this? I don't know, that's somebody else. And his whole song, he was just being subliminal.
Okay. Well, his last track, Not Like Us, he got really, really crazy. He was rhyming to Adonis. That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Drake, excuse me. Kendrick, to me, lost.
Okay. Did you hear Suki Hana's track directed at JT? It's called Cocaine. Woo!
Wait, wait. You doing too much now. Who?
Suki Hana dropped a diss track called Cocaine.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah, watch the language. I got to get you out of here. Come on,
sorry. Who is that?
Suki Hana, man. Don't worry about it. I appreciate the call, man. I got to go. Thank you. You're doing good until you start that F-bomb stuff. Jesus. Hang on a second. 201, sit tight. You're up next. 201, sit tight. Folks, I am recommending the Suki Hana diss track called Cocaine. Going after JT from the City Girls. Let me say again, fire. Hey, Penelope, I got your other donation. Oh, thank you so much. I am enjoying North Carolina. I've been coming here since the 70s. But living here now, it's almost, getting in touch with my father's side, the roots, And I do plan to take a trip to Durham again. Haven't been there since the 70s, okay? Kent Street, to be precise. Thank you for your donation. 201, are you there? Good evening. 201.
Salute, Star. Rob Lowe 2000.
Hey, good to hear from you, man. What's cracking, Rob? What's cracking?
Not much, man. I feel that you and Dana and a couple other callers hit the nail on the head with them two black officials down there in B-More. That's all you got to say is Baltimore, and then you already know what it is. But I think you flushed it out. The woman that called that brought up Marion Barry, I think y'all hit it right on the head, that there's a serious problem, not only with the way the system is run, but with the people that are trying to run it. You got people that are entering into political fields that are not there to serve the people. They are there to serve themselves.
Right.
That's a large part of the problem with the New York Police Department, where you have people that are there for the gun and the badge and the pension,
right,
and thinking that they can retire in 20 years. But then the situation, the severity of the situation gets in the way of them and their dreams of being a tough guy. And then they wind up unloading a clip on somebody's baby. And then that causes all kind of other problems. And then even if you do win the court trial, you still have to leave with the stain that you killed an innocent person. So I'm not.
Well, hang on a second, Rob Lowe. Every young person that catches a hot one is not necessarily innocent. Sometimes you got, hang on. Sometimes you got those little migrant, babies or the little Hispanic or black or even the Caucasian ones. They have the ratchet in their hands, and they up it as they say in drill rap. As they say in drill rap. Up it and click. I pay attention to what they say. So as they up it and before they click, you got the NYPD, pow, who do what they have to do. Go ahead. Everybody's not.
I completely agree, but I want to touch on this Drake topic because
please.
I believe that this chapter is over and now another chapter is unfolding. So. To the people that think that Drake won, what you really need to do is you need to take a listen to what Joe Budden has expressed about the situation before the battle even happened, during the battle, and afterwards. You need to listen to academics because to me, I watched some of that academic thing and I could not stomach how compromised academic is. I believe, allegedly, these are my words. I believe that he took a bag from Drake, and Drake has been known to drop bags at certain people that have a certain amount of followers. And I believe, I could not believe the impartiality that I heard coming from academics, trying to make hypotheticals, wish lists of what if the lies weren't this and weren't that? What if this? Would he win then? Nah, man. Your boy lost. And it's going to take a little bit more flushing out. Time is going to also tell even more about how much Kendrick actually won that battle. But I want to speak to this point because you mentioned it. And
hang on a second. And let me just say this. I do want you to address what Joe Budden said. I think his opinion is very, very needed. And as I've said, he's the best in the game right now. And this is not caping for academics. I can't be mad at him for riding with Drake the way he does. If he took a bag, I don't know if he took a bag, I wouldn't be mad at him. He's been a Drake supporter for a lot of years. I remember a point when Drake wouldn't even communicate with academics, and he was still holding him down. So I don't think he needed a bag to stand up for him. Does that make sense? I've seen him Ride for Drake. And I've seen Drake, I saw Drake on a live one time, and he said, yo, academics, get out of here. But they have since formed a relationship. So I'm not mad at him, if he's just pro Drake. But what has Joe Budden said? What has Joe said?
Okay. So to unpack what Joe Budden has said,
okay,
there is a larger issue here at hand with what Drake actually is. See, all these people talking about, oh, this dude is he's this, he's so that, and nah, man, he has a machine behind him. I believe that he does have a number of writers for him, ghostwriters. I know people don't care about that, but that's important that people understand, because you'll get to the heart of the matter of what Joe Budden was breaking down about why Drake actually lost the battle, even with the songs that he was coming with that were bops, the one that he made the video to.
Okay.
Drake, they were not listening to what Kendrick was actually saying, except for the stuff that spoke the loudest to what they heard, like in terms of the child stuff. If you mention my family, or if you go there, I'm gonna go there. That's what Kendrick said to him. Drake mentioned the situation with Kendrick's wife or girl or baby mother, and Joe Budden flushed all of that out about how, you went there and then you got something that you were not prepared for. You asked for it. Nah.
Right.
When Drake said that part in that rhyme, and it was hot, I was like, oh, nah. You're not gonna get you gonna deal with this. Then when you got it all, then you wanted to release that last song where it sounded like you was waving a white flag and like, oh, you going to a place that I don't want to go to, and your mind is sick, misinterpreting everything that Kendrick was saying, mentioning the song that Kendrick came out with, the I Mother Sober, whatever, and you addressing it in the wrong way. How could you make a misstep like that if you are as calculated as you say that you are?
Right.
That's where he lost the battle.
Okay.
And then the part where they're saying, how could this happen? Because even I said, how could this happen? Remember when I called you before, when I got cut off, I said, yo, Drake just dropped a bomb on him where he's flowing with the song.
Right.
And you were like, how did he sway you?
Yeah.
Because it was reminiscent of what happened with Jay-Z and Nas.
Okay.
Now, let me explain.
Okay.
I'm not going into depth with Jay-Z and Nas. Jay-Z at the time had a momentum, and it seemed like Nas was at the end of his career.
Right.
Everybody said that it was over for Nas. You're not going to win. Game over. He dropped Ether. The whole entire momentum shifted, changed. Jay-Z was now the one with the sad face.
Right.
Couldn't believe it. They did the poll on Hot 97. Jay-Z lost by not 2-3 points. It was a landslide.
I was there.
That exactly. You were there. That's exactly what happened to Drake.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bots that are putting up the dislikes for Drake's songs and his responses and everything Drake. That's not Kendrick doing that, where they're bringing up, where they're finding. Yo, Carsino for Life said that he found 2 of Drake's kids, not a daughter and another son.
Jesus.
That they found. These are people.
A salute to Carsino for Life.
Salute to that man for doing that.
That's my guy.
Listen, dots are being connected by stuff, and Carsino said it.
Okay.
Kendrick didn't do this.
Okay.
All this stuff is on the net.
So hang on. I have to jump in. Is Drake now playing the victim? That's my question on the showrunner. I pulled a story from USA Today, came out a couple of days ago, and the writer said that Drake cannot play the victim. Similar to what you just said, similar to what you just said that Joe Budden said. And salute to Joe again. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's what might have to be done. You might have to do a deep dive research show one day. It's all going to come up. Drake is not doing that. The machine behind him is doing that. They're trying to do a cleanup job, a PR job. They're even talking about that Drake and Kendrick have either met over Zoom, but there was a big meeting that they're trying to get Kendrick Lamar to apologize, walk it back publicly. Yes, about what is going on here. That is the machine. And that's Drake. Drake is not that one light-skinned dude that you see with that beard looking up there wearing them big-ass leather coats. And that's not him.
I can tell you right now, I won't be doing a deep dive on that. There's just certain things, man, with regards to hip-hop today. You know, if it's a trending topic, okay. But I don't want to revisit a lot of that stuff. All of that, you know, all the layers and the layers. It's a newer generation, and I don't necessarily want to be in the know. You feel me? In terms of everything, I like to watch from the outside. But listen, man, I got to take other calls.
Okay,
I got to take other calls.
Okay.
So you're saying Drake is playing the victim?
I think that his machine is playing the victim, and they're going to use this to try to undo what has happened because Drake has sponsors. Drake owes money. Drake has multiple deals with multiple people, multiple industries he has deals with. And I'll end on this note. Hip hop is dead. It's been dead. It died a long time ago. It died a long time ago.
Thank
and
you,
that's
Rob
another discussion. Salute.
Thank you, man.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep listening. Yep.
Rob Lowe tapping in. Rob Lowe tapping in. Guys, on the screen right now, that's my email address for business. Okay. Advertising. We do send out analytics, a marketing deck, so you can see the behind the scenes on the show here, audience retention and all sorts of jazz. Mobile devices. It's very detailed, the marketing deck that we send out. So send us an email and we will respond within less than 15 hours. Okay. Loud, I got your donation. Okay. That's a hard shot at Marilyn Mosby. I will not be repeating that, but thank you. Okay. Spirit says, yes, the wrench is working and you purchased all 3 books. Spirit, can you send me the screenshot of the books that you purchased? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Okay. Okay, guys, sit tight. I want to get some other people on the line that I haven't spoken to yet. Hold on. We're having a good discussion here. I'm gonna reset the show. Let me reset the show for newer people just now coming on board. It's 9 p.m. I've been here since what was it, 6 o'clock, guys, or 7? Something I forget. Marilyn Mosby will be sentenced May the 23rd. Okay. Former attorney and I'm sorry. You know what? She's still an attorney, but didn't they file to get her barred? I'm pretty sure they did. Former state's attorney for Baltimore from 2015 to 2023. She's going to be sentenced fraud, mortgage fraud to be precise, and perjury, facing 40 years. She's on a press run now because she had a gag order for quite some time. The Joy Reid interview, I watched part of it, but I wanted to see her code switching on the Breakfast Club. That was code switching. Again, with the jacket hanging off of her shoulders and that horrible Beyonce wig. Who are her handlers? I hope she doesn't let Angela Rye coordinate her outfits. If she does and she goes in front of that judge, she's going to say, what are you wearing? 15 years. Pow. Get out of here. Anyway, hold on a second. Area code 413. Please be mindful of the language. We're still doing a research show. You there? 413? Thursday.
Yo, what's poppin', Star?
Hey, who's
Yo,
this?
Star, what's poppin'?
Good. Who's this?
Pan of the Cannon, man.
Pan.
You know I got sense, man. I'm not gonna cuss, man. I'm not like these fools
Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
Low vocabulary.
Cracking, man.
My whole thing, man. I think it's a bad look for B-More, and just why do black politicians always got to get themselves involved in some nonsense? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, white politicians, they don't be getting they don't get into trouble as much as black politicians.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Panna, yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I mean, but do they get called out for it? Are they getting put in jail? Like,
yes, yes.
When was the last time a white politician got put in jail? Like,
I don't, hang on. I don't keep track of every white politician that goes to jail, but are you familiar with the former governor of Illinois? How many years did he get sat down for? You know what I'm talking about? I'll Google it.
No, I'll have to research that, but But what I'm saying is, like, every time a person of color gets in office, why can't they just fly straight? You know what I mean? I'm not wishing anything bad on the mayor of Chicago, but I know
Rod Blagojevich, huh?
Yeah, I know his time. I know his time is coming. You know, come on, man. It's. I'm gonna tell you what. A good friend of mine told me, and it's sad. He said, "Don't trust a black person with your health, your money, and your freedom. A doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. Do not go to a brother. No, it's not. We can't go to.
Now, hang on a second. What is your ethnicity? If you're trying to go in that direction, what is your ethnicity?
I'm Afro-Latino.
Okay, that's still a term. That's still a thing. Okay.
I mean, I'm a nigger. I'm a nigger. Okay. I'm black.
Okay. Well, listen, there are, if not more, Caucasians, if you want to go down that path, who get caught, set out to dry and all sorts of things. But Marilyn Mosby, are you up to speed on her conviction and what she did by way of mortgage fraud and perjury? Are you in favor of her walking, getting any jail time? Are you up to speed?
Throw the book at her. Let her sit down.
Why?
I mean, she did something wrong. I mean, you know, you're held up to a standard, and then you didn't.
Do you know the details, or are you just trying to kick her back in because you're Afro? What was that you said again? Afro.
I mean, if she didn't do wrong, I would totally side with her. But she did wrong. She needs to sit down and be held accountable, especially a person of her stature. And then a person of the state, a government, a politician. She needs to sit down.
Okay.
You know, we held those people to a higher standard, and she didn't live up to it. So she needs to be held accountable for her actions.
All right. Anything with regards to Drake? That's my showrunner. Is he now playing victim?
Yeah, he's playing victim. He lost the battle. You know, I don't even think he was fully equipped to go toe to toe with Kendrick. You know what I mean? Or battle anybody. Look, he bowed out when Pusha T came at him. You know, the only person he came at was Meek. He bodied Meek. So in terms of battling, what is he? 1 for 3, 1 for 2 against some of these rappers. So he's not built for rapping. He's built more for like the Taylor Swift pop type of rap. But for hip hop, he ain't built for it. All right.
Panna, great to talk to you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, peace.
240, is that who I think it is? 240?
Hey, how you doing, Star? This is Oscar.
Hey, man, what's happening? Good evening.
Hey, I'm listening to these people bashing Mosley in. What she did, the bigger problem to me is targeting. They was coming after her for years behind what she did to the ex-president, and they kept investigating. Eventually, you look hard enough, you're going to find somebody to do something.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's the bigger problem. I remember when the recession happened and back in 2008, these banks committed entirely more fraud than what she did.
Mm-hmm.
And they was never held accountable. I didn't see no president, no bank get any felony charges. I didn't get to see no CEOs of these banks have to possibly serve any prison time. And to me, the bigger issue is being targeted for something and going after something because of what the ex-president said and people going after her.
Can I ask where you're calling from, sir, and how old are you?
Washington, D.C., 42.
Okay. You referenced the recession and Barack Obama giving people bailouts, yes, Wall Street and the banks?
Yes, even people got bailouts as well.
Yeah. So when you say she was targeted, are you saying by way of racism? What are you?
No. She was once she went after the police officers for the Freddie Gray murder. That's when she.
Sir, he died. He wasn't murdered. No one was convicted. He died technically.
No one was convicted. Correct. However, that triggered her becoming under investigation from the feds. First, they was looking at campaign fraud. Then they was looking at misappropriation of funds. Mm-hmm. They kept searching and looking for offenses that she made, so they finally had something that stuck. And then they had something.
And what did they have, sir? What did they have? Tell us.
They had mortgage fraud. Yes. She said that home was a primary home. However, being an elected official, being a head DA, a prosecutor in Baltimore, you can't have a primary residence in outside the state.
Yeah. She tried to purchase.
So I'm not.
She tried to purchase 2 homes in Florida, rental properties. All right.
No, she didn't. But
hang on, if I can just say this, I'm going to get the last word here. Her husband admitted to wrongdoing. So, yes, she was targeted. She's a politician. Yes, I want politicians targeted. Yes.
You can't do that.
Whoa, sir. We pay taxes. You goddamn right. I want you targeted. I want a flashlight in your ass. Otherwise, you will be abusing your authority, power, and you will do with whatever you want to do with funds. Yes, she was targeted. Yes, and
that's a problem.
Oh,
it's one thing if she committed the fraud and they caught her and they doing the random checks. Right. To me, anyway, my opinion is once a person is using the FBI to go after people and target them, I think you can find something for everybody if you target somebody.
Yeah, and isn't that the reason, sir, why she should have been extra careful? If she knew they were watching her, why would she make such an egregious error, and then try to say, well, I didn't fill out the application? I mean, did you really follow what she's been saying?
I follow exactly what you said.
No accountability.
Holds up.
No, she just...
None of that holds up. None of that holds up. I don't care if you didn't fill out anything. At the end of the day, you're responsible. The same thing when we file our taxes every year.
Bingo.
I don't know anything about taxes. My CPA does it. However, when I sign my name on my taxes at the end of the year, regardless of the CPA, what schooling he went to, what education, what he looked up, I'm responsible.
That's right.
And I can know absolutely nothing about taxes.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the way the law works. Right. I thought it was a bigger thing with targeting, but if people think otherwise, it is what it is. And can I speak on the Drake battle?
Yeah, you're going to be my last caller. Drizzy Drake, is he now playing the victim, sir?
Yeah, my thing with Drake, I'm looking at Meek Mill and trying to understand how did he lose to Drake?
Oh, sir.
Drake
so we don't want to go back that far. Let's just keep it on Kendrick. Drake, please, I want to get out of here.
Drake, he swung that shot. He threw that shot out there, and I don't think nobody was expecting Kendrick to go as low as he went and the blows that he went. And Drake can still make good songs, but he got completely destroyed in this battle. But it's people that really think Drake won. He really has some fanatics. He has a good fan base.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care. All right. Folks, we are done here. We are done. I want to make sure I'm promoting my sponsors. Okay. Today's Thursday. I'm going to try and do another research show tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to try. I'm going to get up and work in my garden early and get a quick nap. Thank you for the emails with regards to these stories. Sometimes we do trending topics in the evenings, but I want to get back into the groove of doing a couple of research shows in the afternoon. They really help me, okay? And in parting, check out that new Sukihana diss track where she's going at JT from the City Girls. Fire!